Welcome to Project Ventive. Please share, like and subscribe. Also check out more on www.projectventive.com. The Opportunity Rover was a robotic vehicle that was sent to Mars by NASA as part of the Mars Exploration Rover mission. It was launched on July 7, 2003, and landed on the Red Planet on January 25, 2004. The rover operated on Mars for nearly 15 years, providing valuable data and insights into the geology, atmosphere, and history of the planet. This video will provide an overview of the Opportunity Rover, its mission, and some of its key discoveries and achievements. The Mars Exploration Rover mission was designed to study the geology and history of Mars by sending two robotic vehicles, Spirit and Opportunity, to different parts of the planet. The Opportunity Rover was sent to the Meridiani Planum region of Mars, which was chosen for its flat, relatively safe terrain and the presence of hematite, a mineral that is often associated with water. The rover was designed to operate for 90 Martian days, or sols, but it exceeded all expectations and operated for nearly 15 years. During its mission, the rover traveled over 28 miles 45 kilometers, taking thousands of images, collecting data on the composition and structure of rocks and soil, and conducting experiments to study the Martian atmosphere and climate. The Opportunity Rover made many important discoveries and achievements during its mission. Evidence of water. One of the key objectives of the Mars Exploration Rover mission was to search for evidence of water on Mars. The Opportunity Rover found clear evidence of past water activity in the form of rocks that had been altered by water, mineral deposits that could only have formed in the presence of water, and rounded pebbles that had likely been transported by water. Identification of minerals. The Opportunity Rover used a variety of instruments to study the composition and structure of rocks and soil on Mars. It identified a wide range of minerals, including hematite, which had been detected from orbit, as well as sulfates, silica, and carbonate minerals, which provided evidence of past water activity in environments that may have been habitable. Examination of craters. The Opportunity Rover explored several craters on Mars, including the Endurance and Victoria craters. By examining the layers of rock in these craters, the rover provided insights into the geologic history of Mars, including the presence of water and the effects of erosion and weathering. Longevity. One of the most remarkable achievements of the Opportunity Rover was its longevity. The rover was designed to operate for 90 sols but continued to function for nearly 15 years, surviving dust storms, harsh winters, and mechanical issues. Public engagement. The Opportunity Rover captured the imagination of people around the world and was celebrated for its scientific achievements and its ability to inspire and engage the public. Its images and discoveries were featured in museums, educational materials, and popular media. The Opportunity Rover was a six-wheeled vehicle that was designed to navigate rough terrain and climb steep slopes. It was powered by solar panels and had a top speed of about 5 centimeters per second. The rover was equipped with a suite of scientific instruments, including a panoramic camera, a microscope, a rock abrasion tool, a spectrometer, and a thermal emission spectrometer. The rover's scientific instruments were used to study the geology and chemistry of the Martian surface. The panoramic camera was used to take high-resolution images of the surface, which were used to create 3D maps of the terrain. The microscope was used to study the texture and composition of rocks and soil samples, while the rock abrasion tool was used to grind away the surface of rocks to expose fresh material for analysis. The spectrometer and thermal emission spectrometer were used to analyze the chemical composition of rocks and soil samples. The Opportunity Rover made many important discoveries during its mission on Mars. One of its most significant findings was evidence of past water on the planet's surface. The rover discovered that the rocks and soil in the Meridiani Planum had been shaped by flowing water, and that the area had been covered by shallow, salty seas in the past. This discovery was a major breakthrough in the search for life on Mars, as water is a key ingredient for life as we know it. The rover also discovered that the Martian surface was much more diverse than previously thought. It found evidence of volcanic activity, impact craters, and sedimentary rocks. The rover's spectrometer and thermal emission spectrometer were used to study the chemical composition of these rocks and soil samples, which revealed a complex history of the planet's geology and climate. In addition to its scientific discoveries, the Opportunity Rover also set several records during its mission. It traveled farther than any other robotic vehicle on another planet, covering a distance of over 28 miles, 45 kilometers, over the course of its mission. The rover also survived several Martian winters, which posed a significant challenge to its solar-powered batteries. Please share, like and subscribe. Also check out more on www.projectventive.com. End of the mission. The Opportunity Rover's mission officially came to an end on February 13, 2019, after over 15 years of operation on Mars. The rover had been exploring the Perseverance Valley, a region on the edge of the Endeavour crater, when a massive dust storm engulfed the planet. The storm blocked out the sun and prevented the rover's solar panels from generating enough power to keep it operational. Opportunity was launched from Earth on July 7, 2003, and landed on Mars on January 25, 2004, in Meridiani Planum, a region that had been identified as having deposits of hematite, a mineral that forms in the presence of water. The landing site was chosen for its potential to reveal the geological history of Mars, particularly its past water-related activity. After landing, Opportunity began its primary mission of exploring the surrounding area and analyzing the geology. The rover's first task was to deploy its airbags, which had protected it during the descent, and retract its landing pedals. Opportunity then began to take panoramic images of its surroundings using its cameras, which were used to create a 360-degree view of the landing site. Once the panoramic images were taken, the rover began to move around and explore the area. One of the first discoveries made by Opportunity was the presence of small, spherical objects on the ground, which were later identified as hematite-rich blueberries. These blueberries provided important evidence for the past presence of water on Mars. Exploring the Martian surface. As Opportunity continued to explore the Martian surface, it made numerous other discoveries that helped scientists understand the geology of the planet. The rover used its rock abrasion tool to study the composition of rocks and soils and its spectrometer to analyze the mineral content of the surface. One of the most important discoveries made by Opportunity was the identification of layered rock formations in the Martian surface, which provided evidence for the past presence of water. These layers were formed over time as sediment was deposited and compressed, similar to how layers are formed on Earth. Opportunity also discovered evidence of past volcanic activity on Mars, including volcanic rocks and formations. Another important discovery made by Opportunity was the identification of a region known as Endeavour Crater, which the rover reached in 2011 after a journey of over 21 kilometers, 13 miles. The crater was a target for exploration because of its exposed geological layers, which could provide important information about Mars' geological history. Opportunity spent several years exploring the crater, studying its rocks and formations, and making important discoveries about Mars' past. Challenges and solutions. During its 14-year mission, Opportunity faced numerous challenges, including dust storms, mechanical issues, and limited power. One of the biggest challenges was a dust storm that occurred in 2007, which severely limited the amount of sunlight that could reach the rover's solar panels. This caused Opportunity to enter a low-power mode, during which it could only perform minimal functions. However, the rover was able to survive the storm and resume normal operations once the skies cleared. The Opportunity Rover was a remarkable achievement in space exploration and scientific discovery. It provided valuable data and insights into the geology, atmosphere, and history of Mars, and its longevity and resilience were a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of the NASA team that designed and operated the rover. Although the mission officially ended on February 13, 2019, when NASA lost contact with the rover after a dust storm, the legacy of the Opportunity Rover will continue to inspire and inform future generations of scientists and space explorers. Please share, like and subscribe. Also check out more on www.projectventive.com.